I'm presenting on the topic Teacher Education Students, Domestication of ICTs for Teaching and Learning. So just an overview of my presentation. First I'll give you the background of the study, of the paper, and then the research designs I use for the paper, results then, and finally, the conclusion. Okay, so about the background. This study focuses on the student teachers' preparedness to integrate ICTs in their teaching. When students are graduating from from their training, we expect today to go into the classroom equipped to teach with the technologies. Because the assumption, okay, in the 21st century, you train a teacher without equipping, the teacher with that knowledge of integrating the technology into the curriculum delivery, then you are, sending out this half-baked teacher who will not be able to, meet the needs of the digital natives. Okay, I'll talk more about the assumption in the 21st century. And so the teacher education must prepare the new teachers, must make sure the teachers go out equipped for the classrooms in the 21st century. And so student teachers need to domesticate ICTs so they're able to meet the needs of the digital natives in the classrooms. I'm using domestication, not just adoption in this case. This is domesticating for teaching. Because what is happening is everybody here has adopted technologies. All the teachers today are adopting technologies, but they are not adopting for teaching. Everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's on WhatsApp. But the same teachers are not taking these technologies into the classroom. Okay. Back to the assumption. The assumption is, once there is physical access, of the new technologies, the intended users, in this case would be the teacher, education instructors, and the students will adopt these technologies and integrate them into, their teachings and learning so that they have the impact. Okay, and the impact would be, having more resources and enhance, the teaching and learning processes. But what is exactly happening is that there is the deployment of technologies into these institutions. I'm from South Africa. Okay, it's a developing country, but, say for example, I'm coming from Cape Town. If you go to the public schools in Cape Town, you find that the classrooms are equipped with technologies. But the technologies are not being used. They're turning into white elephants. So there is a deployment of the technologies and adoption. This adoption is for teaching and learning. The adoption of those technologies for teaching and learning is very low. And this, even when we come back to the teacher education institutions, there are those technologies, but the adoption of those technologies for teaching and learning is low. And the impact is even lower. Okay. So, this study, we are saying, there is the physical access and the adoption. But then what are the barriers to domesticating these technologies for teaching and learning among the student teachers? So for the research designs, I adopted the qualitative research approach, and I random sampled 20 teachers from a class of 72 And then, okay, so from these 20 teachers, I had 2 focus group interviews. And so the data I collected from from these interviews was analyzed qualitatively. I think I've got my. Okay, so after the analysis, these the themes which became evident: the acquisition of ICTs, the factors which are affecting appropriation of the ICTs for the teaching and learning, and it seems there is no domestication of the technologies for curriculum delivery. On the acquisition of ICTs, I'm saying the institutions have got the technologies. They are there. They have acquired the ICTs. But not many instructors show interest in integrating the ICTs in their instruction. So you have this instructor, is not interested in, integrating the technologies in his or her instructions to these teachers. But remember, this same teacher you are training is expected to go out and teach with the technologies. So you are not modeling this teacher, but you're expecting him to go out and teach with the technologies. I don't know where is he going to get the knowledge from? Teachers will teach the way they were taught. You teach me without technology, I'll go out and teach without technology. And so, okay, so one of the participants said, not all lecturers use technology, as different lecturers have different abilities. They are stuck in their old ways of doing things and therefore not open to new methods of teaching. You talk to the instructors. Some of them will say, oh, you know what? Okay, I know there are all these trainings where, even the instructors can go through, also for them to be able to teach with the technology. But most of them will say, I think I don't have time for that. I do my work and it works. So what? Some of them will say, I've got only 4 years to go for me to retire. Why would I waste my time doing this? It's not for me. So we find that, okay, we are inadequately preparing the new teachers. So, okay, the factors that are affecting the appropriation, this is now for the students themselves. They cannot go and teach with the technologies because they are lacking the technological, pedagogical, and content knowledge, What is happening now is, okay, that the pedagogical content knowledge is there. But now, for them to take now this technology and integrate into their pedagogy and the content knowledge they don't have that skill. They need this skill for them to be able to teach effectively with the technology. Because, if you go and teach, you say, okay, I know how to teach and I know how to use technology, but you don't know how to, integrate this in an effective way, in such a way that effective teaching and learning takes place. Sometimes you may find that people use technology in their teaching, but in the end, the lesson becomes destructive. The learning does not take place. That skill, the technological pedagogical content knowledge is just important for one to be able to teach with the technologies. Okay, so why do we see that technologies have hardly entered into the geographical areas of the users, the students and their instructors? And okay, one of the participants said, if I do not see what is available, I will be unaware of what is possible and therefore do not develop the need to use it. It is the lecturer's job to prepare us for the realities of teaching, and teaching is undergoing change with the availability of ICTs. The students know that, but you don't give me the skills, I'll still not be able to go and teach with the technology. So ICTs are not domesticated for curriculum delivery. For instructors, they also have not domesticated the ICTs for their instructions. And therefore, the student teachers are lacking the exposure, are lacking the modeling, and therefore cannot adopt the technologies for teaching and learning. So for me, however, whatever we can say about adoption of digital technologies for teaching and learning, for me, it will only start with the instructor. If the instructor is not doing it correctly, we've missed the whole thing. Okay. So we need the modeling within the teacher education programs. Because, I hear about, professional development courses for the in-service teachers. Yes, that's okay. For the teachers who have already, graduated, yeah, we need those for those teachers. But for the new teachers who are joining the profession, they're just as those old teachers. Why? Then when are we going to get it right? We need to change it from the teacher education. Because we can't keep on, producing these teachers without the knowledge and expect that they'll do the professional knowledge when they join the profession. No. By now, we started this, I don't know, some years ago. By now, I guess, we couldn't have been talking about, the teachers not having the skill of how to integrate the ICT, the new technologies into teaching and learning. I think the teacher education should be blamed. Okay, so the teacher education instructors must first domesticate the technologies if we are to get it right. Thank you.